Let me introduce you to Las Vegas and its green gold. On this show, we're going to see the growing marijuana industry here in Las Vegas. We're going to take you inside some of the biggest dispensaries that were ever built in this country related to marijuana. You're going to see the good deals, the bad deals. You're going to hear from adult entertainers, VIP hosts, front desk, concierge, along with my personal experiences from what goes on in my city. You're going to learn what makes Vegas tick. You're going to learn the myths, the legends, the proved theories, and the debunked ones. This story I'm telling you has never been told before because it's happening right now.
Welcome to Reef, everybody. Okay, let's go ahead and head over to our exotics. This is where I would pick my goodies from.
Okay.
I have my about $20 grams, $20 grams, $65 eighths.
Free eights on the house here at Reef Dispensary. Free eights on the house here at Reef Dispensary. Make sure you come through.
I guess they took it off. They switched it with the A&W. Yeah.
What else would you recommend?
Let's see, the black cherry.
The black
Cherry.
We've been hearing a lot of good stuff about that black cherry.
It's bomb. Bomb.com.
Bomb.com.
color is amazing. Look at that color. We showing that color.
Hempire is pretty much a summary of what's going on with my life right now. Everything that we put our energy and our time to, risked our freedom for, and been working for is paying off finally, and it feels good. So that's what Hempire is. I'm going to show you guys just real quick what we got, and these are going to be exclusive to us. When the time is right, we'll wholesale some of our more popular strains to make sure everyone in Vegas has medicine everywhere.
Are these only available at Reef Dispensary?
A good amount of them are only available here, yeah. This is a sherbet right here. Alright, this is the gelato. Gelato 41 right there. What up, brother?
Now, a lot of people are saying we have yet to really scratch the surface as far as hemp is concerned, as far as its uses, because we haven't really fully utilized it here in our country.
No, the problem is everyone's starting to grow hemp. It's hot, it's popular, it's trending, it's cool, it's in. Grow all the hemp you want. Where are you going to process it? So what I ended up doing with Hemp Inc., which is a publicly traded company, stock symbols HEMP, which is cute, right? Hemp for hemp. And we have a 70,000 square foot facility with, if you and I decided today to duplicate that facility, it would take something like $30 million and 4 years.
Up next, here are some stories that are hard to believe, but true. And we're going to take you inside the birth of a dispensary here in Las Vegas. But before that, here's a fun fact about Las Vegas that I bet you didn't know. What? No. No. I want to dress just like this. I don't have to dress up. They want authentic Vegas. They want the real me. This is me. I'm not dressing up. I'm doing it just like this. All right? Go ahead, honey. So, in regards to famous, that would be my father. He came here in the 70s, was a doctor, a phenomenal one, graduated from Duke University, and first started at Sunrise Hospital here, and developed the first paramedic system, turned the emergency room 24 hours, and then from being the emergency room physician and starting the paramedic program here in Las Vegas, he then went into private practice and started his own clinics and became very well known for taking very good care of his patients. Whether you were a valet parker or literally the President of the United States, he took care of you this exact same way. So with that quality, I think I can relate to that, where I treat I really treat everybody in the same way. But in retrospect, I think he passed that quality on to me of treating everybody the exact same way, whether you were born in a different country or came from a different upbringing, and really that's the quality he instilled in me. My mom was a Radio City Rockette, and she was born and raised in New York, became a Rockette. Then all of a sudden the Rockettes got hired to work in Liberace's show at the Las Vegas Hilton here back in the early 80s. And my mom came to do that show, and she got to know Liberace very well as a friend. My dad was Liberace's doctor, and Liberace says to my mom, "Oh, Jody, you gotta come meet Dr. Ghanem. He's perfect for you. He's a little playboy, but he needs to settle down." And then my mom and him, my father, went out on a date, and she got stood up the first night, and my dad didn't even show up. Really another characteristic I think he passed on to me. And then they went on a second date, and that's where the fireworks supposedly started. I wasn't made that night, but my sister might have been. No, I'm kidding. But but she really might have. They really started off on that second date because my dad stood my mother up on the first date. So she came out to do a show for Liberace, and that's how my mom met my father. One of the craziest stories my father ever told me was when, before he passed away, he told me a story about Elvis. And when Elvis passed away, my dad had a specific room where Elvis stayed in his house and for over a month, and was trying to detox him off of all the different medications all the other doctors were giving him. So the craziest story that my dad ever told me was when Elvis passed away, he took the medication that was in one of his rooms at the Las Vegas Hilton, and he kept them and put them in a safety deposit box. And when he put them in the safety deposit box, he only told my mother about it when he was literally on his deathbed, about 2 weeks before he passed away. He passed away of cancer. 4 years he had battled with cancer. And on the final 2 weeks, he told my mom about this safety deposit box that she had never known about before. And why my dad did that, he took Elvis's x-rays and all of the prescription medications that were in his room at the time at the Las Vegas Hilton, and he kept all of them so that if anybody accused him of prescribing Elvis too much medication or any medication whatsoever that would lead to his death, he had proof that all the prescription bottles were from a different doctor. And Elvis had at that time, I think it was 8 doctors that he was getting prescriptions from. So if one would run out, he would just go to the other doctor and say it was Quaaludes or another medication, and he would go to another doctor and just get Quaaludes if he was out of Quaaludes. So my dad took over 20 pill bottles from all these other different doctors and kept it. And we just recently, went through all the pill bottles, and all of them were from different doctors other than my dad.